Not long ago, I spoke with a 67-year-old woman named Helen. She was doing everything her doctor told her, watching her diet, taking her medications on time, going for her daily walks. Yet her energy was always low. Her feet constantly tingled. Her blood sugar levels refused to stabilize. And with quiet frustration, she said, "I feel like I'm doing all the work, but my body just isn't meeting me halfway." That moment stayed with me, because what Helen was experiencing isn't rare. It's something I hear from so many older adults living with diabetes. They're disciplined, committed, trying hard every day, but still feel like their body is working against them. The truth is, it's not a matter of willpower. It's often about what the body can no longer absorb or retain the way it used to. After 50, our systems change. Digestion slows down, inflammation builds, and even the most balanced meal plans can fall short of delivering the nutrients our cells desperately need to function. And that's where silent deficiencies begin. Subtle gaps in critical vitamins that support insulin, nerve health, circulation, and healing. These aren't things most people think about, and unfortunately, they're not always discussed in regular checkups. But for many seniors, they're the hidden reason why blood sugar feels unmanageable, sleep is restless, and the mind feels foggy. In this video, we're going to gently uncover 3 specific nutrients that quietly hold the key to more stable energy, sharper thinking, and better blood sugar control, especially as we age. These are not exotic supplements or trendy hacks. They're foundational supports that often go missing as the body ages, but when replenished, can make a world of difference. And to begin, we'll start with one of the most underestimated vitamins of all, vitamin B6. It works quietly behind the scenes, but when it's missing, the effects ripple through nearly every part of the body. Let's take a deeper look. Nutrient 1, vitamin B6, the silent protector of your nerves and hormones. At a recent health workshop, an older gentleman, maybe in his late 60s, described a strange sensation in his hands. "It's like my fingertips forget they're there," he said. That simple line captured what so many seniors feel, but struggle to explain. Numbness, tingling, a creeping sense of disconnection from the body. And often, the root cause is something as unassuming as vitamin B6. This humble vitamin doesn't make headlines, but it quietly powers dozens of systems, especially in adults over 50. As we age, our digestion changes, medications add up, and chronic inflammation becomes more common. All of these factors deplete B6, yet most people don't realize it until symptoms start stacking up. Tingling in the hands and feet, trouble sleeping, mood swings, blood sugar swings. It's not always just aging. Sometimes it's a system running low on essential fuel. B6 plays a major role in how your nervous system functions, how your body makes energy, and even how you feel emotionally. When levels drop, nerves become more vulnerable to damage, especially in people with diabetes. Neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine also decline, leading to feelings of irritability or emotional flatness. Even your circulation takes a hit. Without enough B6, your body produces less hemoglobin, the oxygen-carrying component in red blood cells. That means less energy, slower healing, and that constant, unexplained fatigue many older adults experience. Unlike trendy supplements, B6 is easy to get if you know where to look. Chickpeas, wild salmon, turkey, beef liver, and sunflower seeds are rich sources, especially helpful for older adults who prefer real whole foods. But here's the twist. Even a good diet might not be enough if you're on medications like metformin or diuretics, which are known to lower B6 levels. That's why many seniors benefit from the active form of B6, P5P, which is easier for aging bodies to absorb and use. There are also subtle lifestyle choices that quietly steal B6 from your system. Processed foods, low-protein meals, too much sugar, and even regular alcohol consumption. Over time, These daily habits create a gap that your body struggles to fill on its own. Restoring B6 isn't about chasing wellness trends. It's about removing the obstacles that keep your body from doing what it already knows how to do: heal, stabilize, and stay sharp. Once that gap is filled, you may be surprised by how quickly your energy returns, how clearly you begin to think again, and how your body starts to feel connected. But the story doesn't end there, because while B6 protects the nervous system, there's another silent defender working behind the scenes to shield your cells from deeper damage, especially the kind that builds up quietly through years of inflammation and blood sugar spikes. Let's turn to that next guardian, vitamin E, and see how it protects your heart, your eyes, and your resilience. Nutrient 2. Vitamin E, your body's anti-inflammation armor. Sometimes your body doesn't scream, it just whispers. A bruise that stays longer than usual, a paper cut that heals slower than it should, or a kind of tiredness that doesn't improve, no matter how well you eat or how long you sleep. These are the signs we tend to shrug off. But when you live with diabetes, they may be your body's quiet request for something deeper, something protective. That something is vitamin E. Rather than providing a quick fix, vitamin E works like a long-term guardian. It stands between your cells and the oxidative stress caused by high blood sugar. That stress is invisible, but it's happening daily, damaging nerves, making arteries stiffer, and leaving your skin, eyes, and immune system more vulnerable with time. In many seniors, vitamin E levels dip not because of poor choices, but because aging, medications, or low-fat diets make it harder to absorb and store this fat-soluble nutrient. The consequences are often brushed off as aging: dry skin, minor infections, poor coordination, slower healing. But underneath, the issue could be cellular vulnerability, something vitamin E was meant to prevent. For people with diabetes, the stakes are even higher. Vitamin E helps blood vessels stay flexible, slows the progression of neuropathy, and supports the fine capillaries in the eyes that are critical for vision. It even helps balance the immune response, so your body doesn't overreact to the stress it faces every day. And, thankfully, this isn't a difficult fix. Vitamin E is found in foods most of us enjoy: a handful of almonds, a few slices of avocado, sunflower seeds in your salad, sautéed spinach in olive oil. These foods do more than nourish. They reinforce. And for those with greater needs, natural form supplements like D-alpha-tocopherol offer support your body can truly use. But here's the part many forget. Even the best nutrients can't do their job if we quietly sabotage them. Overcooking veggies, relying on processed oils, skipping healthy fats, or letting sugar creep into every meal, these habits chip away at vitamin E's power. And after 50, the margin for error gets smaller. The encouraging truth? You don't need drastic changes to feel the difference, just consistent care. And as you begin to support this vital ally again, your skin may start healing faster, your nerves may quiet, your circulation may feel more alive. It's not magic. It's your body doing what it was built to do, once it has the right tools. Still, there's one piece we haven't touched yet. If vitamin E defends your cells from damage, what helps them repair and rebuild after that damage is done? What helps your body bounce back from stress, fight infections, and keep tissues strong, especially when blood sugar is high? That role belongs to one of the most underestimated yet essential nutrients in diabetes care, vitamin C. And understanding what it does might change how you look at energy, healing, and long-term resilience. Nutrient 3. Vitamin C, your daily shield against complications. When people think of vitamin C, they often picture citrus fruits or maybe something to take during cold season. But for someone living with diabetes, especially over 50, Vitamin C quietly becomes one of the most valuable allies in your daily routine. Not because it gives you a jolt of energy or replaces a medication, but because it fills a role that aging and elevated blood sugar slowly wear away: repair. This vitamin works behind the scenes to help your body rebuild tissue, strengthen blood vessels, and recover from stress. But here's the challenge: high blood sugar doesn't just damage your organs, it competes with vitamin C at the cellular level, making it harder to absorb. Over time, even with a healthy diet, your levels can drop without you noticing, and that's when problems start creeping in, not dramatically, but consistently. Wounds take longer to close, skin becomes thinner, vision may blur, your gums may bleed more easily. Even minor illnesses seem to last longer than they should. What makes this even more important for older adults is that vitamin C isn't stored. Your body needs a fresh supply every day, and it uses it up faster when under stress, illness, or inflammation, all of which are more common with age. And yet, the solution is beautifully simple. Brightly colored fruits like kiwi and strawberries, or vegetables like bell peppers and leafy greens can help keep your levels steady. When chewing becomes difficult or appetite fades, a well-absorbed supplement, like liposomal vitamin C, can offer support without taxing the stomach. But there's another layer that often goes unnoticed. Vitamin C not only helps heal tissues, it restores trust in the body's ability to bounce back. It supports your immune system, protects your eyesight, strengthens your arteries, and recharges other antioxidants like vitamin E. And for people managing diabetes, this ripple effect makes a powerful difference, not overnight, but over weeks and months of consistent care. In this way, vitamin C becomes more than a nutrient. It's a quiet promise that healing is still possible, that strength can return, that clarity can come back, and even if you're starting late or starting small, your body still knows how to respond when you give it the right tools. 3 nutrients, 3 foundations. One goal: helping your body work with you, not against you. But if you're wondering where to begin or how to stay on track without feeling overwhelmed, don't worry. In the final part, we'll bring everything together into one simple, doable path. Because healing isn't about doing more. It's about doing what truly matters and doing it with care. Some days, it feels like no matter how well you eat, how faithfully you take your medications, or how hard you try to stay active, your body still doesn't cooperate. But what if that resistance wasn't failure? What if it was simply a message, your body's way of saying, "I need a little more help"? As we get older, managing diabetes isn't just about removing things, cutting sugar, avoiding stress, skipping salt. It's also about adding back the essentials your body quietly loses with age. Nutrients like B6, E, and C aren't just optional. They're foundational. They help your nerves communicate, your blood flow smoothly, your cells repair after damage. They don't replace your effort, they make your effort count. And the best part? You don't need to turn your life upside down. Change doesn't have to be big to be real. It can start with a glass of water and half a kiwi, a handful of sunflower seeds, a deeper breath in the morning, a conversation with your doctor that includes not just what to remove, but what to restore. This journey isn't about fixing a broken body. It's about listening to one that still wants to heal and giving it the tools to do so. If this message resonated with you today, I invite you to keep the conversation going. Subscribe to our channel for more honest, supportive guidance. And if there's one small thing you're ready to add to your daily routine, something simple, meaningful, and nourishing, share it in the comments. You never know who else might need that same reminder. You're not behind, you're rebuilding, and that matters more than ever.